Some moments hit you so quietly that you don't realize they're about to change everything. No dramatic music, no warning. Just a simple question that lands right on your heart. That day, I thought I was fixing a computer. I had no idea I was about to fix something far more fragile and far more human. Before we begin, if you enjoy real-life inspired stories about kindness, unexpected moments, and the quiet power of empathy, take a second to subscribe to your channel name. Like this video if it speaks to you, and leave a comment. Your thoughts might be exactly what someone else needs to read today. I'd been working at the company for a little over a year. Nothing fancy, just an IT support job at a mid-sized office where most days blended together. Password resets, frozen screens, printers that refuse to cooperate, the usual. My boss, Melissa, was the kind of woman everyone noticed but no one really knew. She was confident, sharp, always put together. High heels, clean desk, perfect posture. People respected her, maybe even feared her a little. She ran meetings like a pro and never seemed unsure of herself. At least, that's what we all thought. One afternoon, right before closing time, she called my extension. Her computer had been acting slow all day, she said. Files freezing, programs crashing. She sounded annoyed, but not angry. I grabbed my toolkit and headed to her office. She was standing when I walked in, leaning against her desk, arms crossed. She smiled when she saw me, but it didn't quite reach her eyes. "Thanks for coming so late," she said. "I know it's almost 5. "No problem," I replied. "Let's see what's going on." I sat at her desk and started running diagnostics. She stayed nearby, scrolling on her phone, occasionally glancing at the screen. The office was quiet. Most people had already gone home. That's when it happened. As I opened a folder to check for corrupted files, a photo popped up on the screen. Full screen, no warning. It was Melissa, but not the Melissa I knew from the office. She was sitting on a beach, sunlight on her skin, hair loose and natural, smiling in a way that felt real. Not the polite work smile. A genuine one, relaxed, happy, almost vulnerable. I froze for half a second, then instinctively went to close it. "Oh," she said softly. I turned around, embarrassed. "I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to—" "It's okay," she interrupted. "You didn't do anything wrong." There was a pause, an awkward one. Then she surprised me. She looked at the screen, then at me, and asked quietly, "Do you think I'm pretty?" The question caught me completely off guard. Not because of the words, but because of the way she said them. No confidence, no authority, just uncertainty. Like she was asking not as my boss, but as a person. I hesitated. My brain ran through 1,000 thoughts. Is this a trap? Is this inappropriate? Should I deflect? But then I saw her hands. They were shaking. That's when it hit me. This wasn't about the photo. This wasn't about fishing for compliments. This was about something deeper. I turned fully toward her and spoke honestly. "Yes," I said, "I think you're beautiful." But not because of the photo. She frowned slightly. "Then why?" "Because you work hard, you care more than people realize, and because that smile in the picture looks like someone who finally felt free for a moment." Her eyes filled with tears instantly. She looked away, embarrassed, and laughed softly. "Wow. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect the question," I said gently. She sat down in her chair and exhaled like she'd been holding her breath all day, or maybe longer. "You know," she said, "everyone assumes I'm confident all the time, but some days I feel invisible, or like I have to earn every ounce of respect just to be seen as enough." I nodded. I didn't interrupt. I just listened. She continued, "That picture was from the first vacation I took after my divorce. I almost deleted it today." I looked at it and thought, who is she kidding? My heart sank. "It would have been a loss," I said. "That photo shows someone who deserves kindness, especially from herself." She wiped her eyes quickly and smiled again, this time for real. "Thank you," she whispered. I went back to the computer, fixed the issue, it turned out to be a corrupted update, and packed up my tools. Before I left, she stopped me. "I know this might sound strange," she said, "but what you said, it mattered, more than you know." I nodded. Sometimes people just need to hear the truth out loud. The next day at work felt different. Melissa greeted people more warmly. She laughed during a meeting. She even complimented someone's idea without rushing to the next topic. It was subtle but noticeable. A week later, she stopped by my desk. "I printed that photo," she said with a small smile. "It's at home now, on my wall." "That's great," I said. "And," she added, "I've been trying to speak to myself the way you spoke to me. That stuck with me. Because here's the thing, we never know what battles people are fighting quietly. The confident ones, the successful ones, the ones who seem to have it all together. Kindness isn't always about grand gestures. Sometimes it's just answering a question honestly. Sometimes it's seeing the person behind the title. I didn't fix her computer that day. I fixed a moment of doubt with a little empathy. And she reminded me that even the strongest people need reassurance sometimes. So if you get the chance, today, tomorrow, any day, choose kindness. Say the kind thing. Speak the truth with care. You never know whose wall your words might end up on. And that's how small moments change lives.